504 and 504. Me and Blackbeard are setting up a position here. We're 1 kilometer away from him.
I don't even know who that is.
Having fun, Myers.
Oh, is it Myers?
You got explosive rounds on. It just takes one shot and you see the fucking mountain have an avalanche. I ain't got no fucking sniper on me. I can't even see that far without a sniper scope.
I don't... How he's still alive, I don't know.
He's fucking shooting real fucking low, isn't he? I don't get how those bullets are going up a hill.
Oh, he's dead.
Well, they're now taking shots at the civilian who stood for a steel beam. You might want to run while you have the chance to.
Stand by, have eyes on both targets. Stand by.
Oh, he's down. There's evidence.
EMT2PD.
Thank you guys for dying for me. I appreciate it. Oh yeah. Sure, I could just end it off by stepping out, you know. But that would defeat the point of it. Yeah, the dogs were halfway.
Where exactly are they? Are they like on the hill, at the bottom of the hill?
Not right on the top, they're in like a shooting position, they're not on
Alright, engaging target, stand by.
of the hill, of the mountainside. They're lower down just a little bit by about 100 yards down the hillside.
You could do with getting them nice and quick for us. We've lost another guy down here.
Be advised, both targets are down at 1,045 meters.
Oh, you're so sexy. I love it.
Good job, my friend. PD to EMT, it should be clear at main HQ.
That was good. I mean, we lost officers in the process, but
Both suspects are
at
down.
least they fucking got him. Shit me.
I know exactly where they are.
Can we get another unit straight away up to Blackbeard to help him out? Is anyone else up there?
Yeah,
I can head up there in the helicopter if you want.
Yeah, we're getting ready to fly the bird over.
Sorry, is there a bird over there?
I've got mine up here, and we're getting ready to fly over to where I just took him out at.
Bully, as soon as you finish binocularing into a shop, can you go up in the car and help them out?
Should I still go up there on the board?
Not while there's another bird up there.
Come on, Striker, for the medics, get over there.
Copy that.
Teamwork.
Holy shit.
Is there any reason why this man is naked?
But, do you ask, do you look like PD while you're walking with a fucking stab vest on? The answer to that is yes. You have a fucking leg holster.
Is anyone actually on the way over there?
Red Bully's going over there in about 30 seconds before I taser him.
Oh god.
We need to remove your arm.
Come with.
Oh no, I need that to shoot.
We need to be quick though in case it's hospital run.
I'm gonna walk up here all being big and bad, threatening PD.
Now, let's save it till we've got them back in PD, nice and safe.
I got in the
Main jail,
helicopter.
you mean?
I got in the helicopter and I said to Blackbeard, I said, listen, waste these fuckers.
Nice.
Treaty Street to Striker, were you the first person to search Hammy's bag?
I took a quick look in it, but
10-4.
why?
Bag storage report.
Yeah, no, I didn't take no information or nothing.
500 all units, be advised, myself and Officer Sergeant Supervisor Stryker have 2 suspects at gunpoint.
10-4, well, let's at least have someone on the lethal side up there to help out. Whereabouts are you? I'll come up as well.
Zero 54084. 54084.
10-4, I'll come and find you.
We're en route. We're 400 meters out, 300.
I'm in the camo Escalade just in case.
Have we got units on scene with the 2 suspects?
Yes, 504 and 104 are on scene. Suspect secure. Sorry, 500. I've been corrected.
Oh, there they are.
Copy that, eyes on you.
Good job, boys.
I'll still get my domestic slave. I've got a job to do and I will do it. And if you guys keep me on your way, I'll keep taking news.
Oh, hello, PD. I hope it's clear up here.
Give us 5. All you had to do.
Copy that, EMT. Situation is code 4. It's clear up here.
Didn't know you guys were up here.
Well, this is where we like to spend our free time, eh?
Did that cop really arrive with an EMT?
No, nobody arrived with us.
Must just be me. Fuck vision not being shot.
Yeah. Let's see, a blood cloth, amputate?
A blood cloth?
Amputate?
Definitely amputate.
Yeah, I'll let you keep your penis for now.
Damn it.
Hospital run.
Put your hands on top.
Right, hospital run, get going.
I have hospital run.
Go on, quick, while we stood around with our things in our ass.
Just let them know what hospital.
Got him cuffed.
Yes, I'll check the hospital and I jump on vehicle.
There we are. Put him in my
Alright,
vehicle.
somebody want to go? Somebody needs to go with that hospital run, do an escort.
Somebody in a vehicle. Whoever stand beside the
Hurry up.
Subaru.
It's La Roche Hospital.
I almost made it down the mountain. Almost.
No, don't put him in your vehicle. Put him in your vehicle.
We need to get to hospital quick.
The Escalade. Are you following the EMT?
Yeah, because no one else is fucking listening.
Where's the EMT gone?
I'm en route from PD.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it's the
Thank
one.
you, Killaway.
It's the one back down the hill. It's the one on the way towards PD.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah. Get some, if C6 you're on your way, stop in that lurch or whatever it's called. Oh, good stuff.
Yeah, I'm here.
Caught up with them in time.
Ah, good work.
What the?
Step too far. Trying again.
Go!
That's at the hospital.
Trying again.
Guys, what's going down?
It's all good, we're just trying to... He keeps running. We've got him cuffed.
So, how's everyone doing, huh? Everyone alright?
You mean the control and space going to visual BD, wherever it is?
People that are up on scene, have we got both bags?
We do.
Are they both in vehicles brought back to come back?
We're working on that right now.
Yeah, if one of the two units down here haven't got anyone transporting, can you head back up to make sure they can get the bags back?
Yeah, I've got one in my vehicle and heading back to PD.
And I've got the other one, I'm putting it in the chopper.
Hold on, putting in the chopper, put it in a car just to be safe.
Alright, then I'm gonna need a car.
Yeah, one en route.
En route.
Thank you.
This is 333, 1010, 5.
Just fucking saved his ass and he's fucking going 10-10.
No.
And whoever that is just charged to a handbrake turn into PD.
The door was open, you bellend.
I didn't shut it, that's a kill away.
It was me by accident.
Just to let you know, the right lungs in the see-through middle room.
Stupid speed camera.
Alright, I'll release him kill away if you want to
Stop speeding.
send him over there.
187 en route back to HQ with one of the bags.
Alright, alright. In front of you here.
This way.
Oh, you've been demoted. You're officer. Can't take him through the staff door. God damn it, Killaway, get your shit together.
Uh-oh.
It's back to basic training for you, Killaway.
So be advised, inside the suspect's helicopter, as it was unlocked, we performed a search, and there is in fact an explosive device inside there.
Ooh.
Temple.
Do you mind taking off my cuffs?
Yep.
Officer Killaway, you can perform your first arrest in about 10 years.
Huh. You telling me what to do? Think, did you?
Here we go.
Wasn't you the one that put the cuffs on?
Yeah. That's alright.
Well,
Well, hello. What do we have here then? I don't know, you tell me. I believe we have a man. Sat on a chair in front of me. Inside the main HQ. Is he always like this, Commander?
yeah, unfortunately.
My name is Superior Captain Pickering of the
Pinkerton.
CLPD. Don't you start.
Oh,
This is Officer Killaway.
You able to walk around? Yeah, okay.
What is your name? Dan. My name is just Dan. Just Dan. Hi, just Dan. Just Dan. Just Justin. Hilarious. That's what you said. Let's move on, bitch. Okay, Justin.
No respect of that officer.
Bear with me, Mr. Justin. I'm just going to have a quick look.
Blackbeard, are you en route back?
Copy that. We're just trying to figure out what we're doing with this chopper. We're going to fly it down to PD and secure it there, and I'm on my way.
Roger that.
There we go. Take a seat. We'll be with you in a minute.
So I see you switch from your bright yellow stab vest back to the black one now.
Yeah, I mix it up a little bit, you know.
He likes to feel promiscuous. Oh, he's trying not to be an easy target anymore.
That's
He can target whatever he wears.
Well, he wouldn't have been an easy target if they'd just done what I wanted. On their heads, you know, they were just sent slive out, would have been over and done with.
Alright.
But instead he's probably hiding in a fucking office somewhere, the pussy ass bitch.
Damn.
Christ.
Damn.
Keep it down.
Who's
You're
got the
shouting through quite
evidence
thick
on
walls.
That's brutal.
Well, apparently not thick enough.
These walls are about a foot thick.
Yeah, well,
And there's an empty room on the other side.
One box was taken by you, the other one is in Six's vehicle.
Right, Kilo, I'm just going to turn my radio down.
Yeah, not so much what the loot boxes were, but the actual crimes he's committed. You've seen him do what? He's got
just
what
check
evidence?
again. Justin, was that it?
I believe that's Mr. Perkins that
He's
has
still
all
trying to
that
be
stuff
funny.
that we were going over during the briefing.
I didn't catch your name. I do apologise.
Just get my fucking ID.
Okay. Kilo, if you would
just take it.
mind.
Striker, if you want to park
Yeah,
that in
officer.
the fenced-in area, I'll just land this up on top of the parking deck.
Thank you, officer.
Copy that.
Yep, he is in fact called Just Dan.
Just
Well,
Dan.
like,
I'll be in a holding pattern over top of St. Louis. You let me know when you're down.
right.
Dan.
Yeah,
Copy
yeah,
that,
yeah.
stand by.
Dan. I
Yeah.
thought you said
Yo,
just. I thought you
Dan,
said.
do you wanna
I thought
get
you
out
said
of here?
Justin.
No, just Dan.
I will love it, yeah.
Commander, can I have a word?
Can you keep your voice down? You're in a room two doors down.
Deal with it, bitch.
Use your common sense. Alright, sir. Obviously, before we start, Mr. Dan, I just want to obviously inform you that you are now under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can and will be used against you. You have the right to request legal action.
500, you're clear for landing. Approach from south.
If you do not exercise this right within 24 hours, you cannot question this arrest in the future. Do you understand these rights as they've been read to you?
I do, yes.
Thank you very much. Do you have any questions before we start?
That'd be educated land.
No, but I'm pretty sure I won't have questions throughout this interview or interrogation.
I'm on final.
No worries.
Copy 500 on final.
I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
That sounds so realistic.
So, we'll start with... we had reports of somebody attempting to take a hit out on a fellow officer at the airport.
You got to have faith in the brother, man. You know who you're dealing with? This is Mr. 1000.
We had requests for him to just turn up.
1045.
In words, just see to his demand.
Mr. 1045.
So, shh. What the hell that is?
Is there supposed to be someone in
right.
with
So
Mr. Snow?
we've obviously turned up to there. And
Yeah, well, I'm trying to collate all the crimes so we
ask the
can
guy to
actually
just come
have a
down
conversation
so we
with
could
him.
talk to him.
But I've got nothing apart from one illegal item.
I'm sorry, are you talking about a different incident? I'm not sure what you're
Hey,
talking about.
boss man.
You in with the whole general situation.
Okay.
Because
How's it
I
going?
want to be able to tie you in and make sure you understand exactly where we've been able to see you in and where you're involved.
Okay, I see now. Thank you.
Eventually, the person started to be a bit quite aggressive.
So who's got it?
So
Who's
obviously
got it?
we're only trying to
It
help.
wasn't particularly arrest, it was me thing.
That's really not helping in any way. Yeah, so the person started being aggressive and eventually threatened to use force on fellow officers if he didn't turn up. Now, we move on, and some officers did actually get shot at by 3 different people. One further away, and then a couple of others. Now, I went around the building after hearing some shots and was able to neutralise a target wearing the same clothes and looking just like you.
You're not whispering out there.
Obviously, at that point, we decided to
All officers, please switch to whisper.
work on slowing down the situation. We wanted to get officers back and safe, which is obviously our main situation. Our main requirement at the time.
Yep, coming, sorry.
So the EMT obviously came along, and the EMT was able to revive you. I was the officer that neutralised you after shooting.
Me? What do you mean, me? You were talking about someone that may or may not have looked like me.
You were shot by me, and you ran off with your bag. You ran off with a pink bag, I believe, and got into your heli at a later point. First of all, an officer identified your heli And
Can you
you
guys
also left
confirm
money on
with
the
Dan
ground
that
directly where
Jon
you
Snow
fell
was with him?
unconscious, which I stayed nearby to that exact location until you were revived, which I witnessed, and you ran off. An officer went over to your location. There was an evidence box leaving information on a like a trace of firearm, and then also some money, which DNA trace falls back to someone also matching your name.
Yo.
Okay. You then obviously went into a heli. You were seen going into a heli and flying away. In at a later point, the heli, which matches a very similar description, landed at the PD and picked up somebody else and flew off. Now, you've then also been found with the same person, or another person making the same threats. The same person making threats down towards PD and then shooting down on PD, where we just found you a moment ago, shooting down on the main HQ again. Actually hitting two officers and a civilian.
Okay.
What do you have to say for yourself on that regard? I'm obviously trying to explain
What exactly?
as much as I can, but someone on the other end.
I appreciate you explaining the whole situation, but your question, what exactly are you asking for?
Well, firstly, your question is why were you what were you doing around the bingo time? Bingo at the time. Do you know the other person?
Yes, John is one of my friends. I have known him for quite some time. He used to be a citizen of Tanoa not too long ago, and so was I. And that's where we met, became friends. And earlier when I woke up, I saw the messages sent out by him, so I reached out asking if he was all right, asking just what's happening. And he was telling me that he was scared, locked in his building at the main airport, and that he is in fear of his life, right? So I did fly over to the main airport. I did land my helicopter on top of the club. I was I was just on the roof, and I had a rangefinder out, just, checking out what's happening. I did see all the police officers. Then, minutes later, I decided to leave the club, leave my helicopter on top of the club, went into the side building, just, because I didn't want to interfere with police business, obviously. I was, just waiting for more information from John, who apparently was, dealing with you guys at the same time. And then I, didn't receive any messages anymore. I heard shots, multiple, at which point I did take out my M14. I did run down the street to eventually be shot by who apparently was you now, from what you've told me.
Yep.
That's obviously something I did not expect. I did fire my gun as soon as, shots were fired at me.
How's it going, Cartmel?
It's like a reflex at this point where, like shots fired, my general direction, not even sure if they were aimed at me at first. I did fire my gun, which is probably what you found on the ground, the residue.
Sorry, sir, just a second. Could you just ask the other guy in the other room just to go and whisper, because it's really difficult to hear what this guy's trying to say. I don't want to muddle up anything he says.
Alright, the guy or the officers?
Everyone in that room.
Alright,
yeah.
yeah.
Just because he seems to be sounding like a stereo at the moment. Sorry.
Can you make sure you're whispering in here, please?
I went down again. Apparently, you were the person who shot me, which is totally understandable. I completely get that, right? Like, it was something where I should have not been, especially with a rifle. That is not even a question. But once I received medical treatment, I was heavily confused and scared. I picked up my bag, I ran, jumped into my helicopter, and left. Now, while I was actually on my way leaving, I did receive a message from John, saying I should just, pick him up. I landed my helicopter near, like a little bit further away from the whole compound because, again, I was not going to do the same mistake again running into the compound. Picked them up, and I flew to my house.
User left your channel.
Later on, he explained to me that he has a job to do, that he took a hit that involved, taking care of one of your officers. I think his name is McSlife, or I'm not sure which officer exactly. I did offer him some advice.
Yeah, I'm good.
On, first I offered him help with my, me flying around.
Fucking non-stop tonight, Lord Jesus.
So obviously he was at my, my place without any vehicles, right? So I did fly him to the mountains next to PD, where he told me that he did not have clear vision. We relocated to the, location where you guys later on found us, and we scoped the place out, trying to make sure that if that's what he has to do, that he actually does hit the correct target, and the rest you already know.
So, if I may, I've got a couple of questions. First of all, you obviously said you got into contact with him, and he said he was scared. Now,
yes,
we were locally talking to him. We didn't make an attempt to breach. We obviously had the building surrounded because a threat had been made to an officer.
Okay.
We didn't want to escalate any situation. We didn't want to have to shoot him. But if he made any threat towards an officer or a civilian of the island, that is how it has to be dealt with.
I understand.
We wanted to obviously get him down, talk to him if he needed any medical attention, which not saying he did, but often people that feel this way often struggle with mental difficulties, and we want to get them the support they need. So we were trying to talk to him, and when he mentioned that he was scared, we mentioned we want to talk to him, and if we had to come inside, then it would be scary. Not something we want, not something he wants. We just spoke to him, and he obviously started getting agitated. Now, there was someone else involved that did try and start shooting at us, and then obviously you later turned up with a weapon.
I don't know anything about another person, just to clear this up.
I'm not saying that that you knew anything about the other person, but obviously you turning up with a weapon after officers have been shot at.
What have you been up to anyway?
Injured, and you turn up, which
I see where I went wrong.
I'm not going to 100% quote this, but I believe you were actually reloading your weapon when I was able to shoot you. I came around the corner, so I personally didn't see what your involvement was or anything like that. I'm not going to claim I do, but obviously you were around, and obviously you were seen with a weapon.
I had a rifle out, and it's completely reasonable that you did shoot me. I completely understand that.
Bye, Dan. I'm away to jail.
If you were scared,
making carers. I'm still coming for you, bitch.
Please shut the fuck up.
Still coming for you,
right.
Just keep talking.
So I'm losing my train of thought. So, if your friend was scared, why didn't you maybe ring us? Why didn't you try and talk to us on his behalf, or why didn't you just come and try and have a friendly word with us, rather than?
That is a fair question.
PD to EMT.
No, that is fair enough.
We didn't make an attempt to breach his building.
Go ahead, BD.
Well, it looks like that I have been
Hey, can you come out here to headquarters for a second? I got a small issue I need to ask your help with.
It just seems like there is.
What the fuck is going on out here?
I already told him it's not going to grow if he keeps playing with it, so.
Guys, they talk about dick sizes.
The thing is, I did believe.
Well, we would invite you, but I mean, we're talking about dicks, not potatoes.
I said with the officers spotting me, which I was not trying to hide or anything. I was just there.
Go fuck yourself with a 9-inch stick.
And multiple officers were looking at me while having a rifle pointed at me, right? So at that point, once I saw officers with a rifle, I kind of started to believe that what he said was true, then I could relate to him being scared. Now,
that was linked with the other person.
I didn't know there were any shots fired prior, right? I had no clue, and
rangefinders, and we as soon as we identified you,
of course,
we obviously knew that you
Not much really.
at the point at that time.
Same old
I
working
completely understand.
CL.
And then again, while I was still in the next building, next to the
User
club,
left your channel.
which is a similar building that Mr. Snow was in.
Sleeping.
I was just
Fucking knackered.
still checking out like actually what's happening before I do anything. I just wanted to see what's actually happening, and I heard shots. I actually thought Mr. Snow was being assaulted or whatever, because again, I did believe what he said at the time was true. So I did take out my rifle. I went down that street where you then came around that corner and shot me. Again, was definitely something I should not have done. But it is what happened. From my point of view, might have been wrong decision. Not might have, definitely wrong decisions there. But in the end, like, my intentions were to help a friend that I have known for quite some time.
Mr. Medic, please leave.
And obviously, unfortunately, by helping a friend, you've also helped a criminal. I obviously hope you understand that.
It looks like that, yes.
So why did you assist him with taking the hit out, or attempted to take the hit out onto PD? And
well,
in the end,
let me clarify first.
Blindly snipe down on civilians and officers.
Let me clarify right there that I multiple times before I even offered advice or help in any way, shape, or form, I made multiple attempts on trying to persuade him to give up the job, the idea that he had that he could take down an officer. And I did say, like, okay, like the whole incident at the airfield, it did escalate. He did tell me that he shot at officers. I don't know if he actually did, hurt anyone. I don't know. He couldn't confirm either, or he just lied to me. I don't know. But I did tell him that, due to the fact that that escalated quite a bit, and that he apparently did try at least to, take the life of one or multiple officers, that he will be definitely a wanted person, that he will not be able to just walk down the street or whatever, right? So I told him it's best if you don't make it any worse at this point. He said he needed the money, and due to the fact that he already took the job, he was not willing to just give up. Apparently that's not what he wants to do. So I was like, okay, well, at least let me help you so that not more people than necessary have to get hurt. I know, also not the right way of handling it. I get it, right? But again, he has been a friend for a really long time, and I thought at least this way I can help out at least a little bit. Now, at first I was like, okay, do you know, like, I tried to make sure that he actually knows what his target looks like, but apparently he didn't. He didn't know what vehicle Mr. Slife was driving, where he was located, what clothing he's wearing, like if he had any, like a Commander Killaway, like he has a flag in the front of his stab vest, right? Like any of these kind of specific marks, if he knew if Mr. McSlife had any, but apparently he didn't. Now, there were a lot, like, at this point, it was really difficult to, actually figure out who's who. I do recognize some of you, which that information I offered to him, telling him, okay, that blonde guy is most likely Officer Pickering, especially because I was able to see your rank on on your uniform. So at that point, I was sure, like any kind of rank emblem, we could tell, because obviously Mr. McSlife is an officer. So you wearing the captain emblem, and Commander Killaway having the stars, we could tell for sure that you are not Mr. McSlife. Again, me just trying to give him advice, making sure that he does not by accident actually shoots the wrong person. That is what I was trying to do, and in the process I didn't want to get him killed as well. So I did help him with finding the correct location, which took 2 attempts. The second location that we were at was actually quite helpful, or pretty much perfect, because while you guys were, for example, in the training room or whatever it's called, upstairs at least. We had perfect vision on you guys. We were trying to figure out who's who. You know, people wearing different hats, different uniforms. So one after another, we were just discussing who could be who, right? Like just actually writing shit down, making sure, okay, we know who is actually who. So if shots were being fired, that, you know, it wouldn't be the wrong person. Now, in the process of this, Mr. Snow did get impatient, sending out more messages with threats, such as, you know, if Mr. Slife doesn't come out, you will start picking at officers. Now, I knew him sending that message will result in you guys actually looking for us, which is exactly what happened. So he did kind of screw himself and myself in the process of this. So while you guys were looking for us, he said if they do come back, because first we saw you guys a couple of times, then he went back out of view, and he said next time they come back and look in this direction, he will open fire, which is exactly what he did. Again, I did try to talk him out of it because it would give our location away. Right now, we are still, at least from in my opinion, we're still, you know, hidden, right?
So I get that. Obviously, the massive flaw in this is, irregardless of how much time you spent planning on this, you had no idea whether he was at PD or not, and in fact, you started opening fire on PD before he'd even got there.
He did. I want to point that out.
Making threats. Yes, that's what I mean. So this was all.
Yeah, no, I get that, right? This is what I mean.
Up to PD, so he wasn't even at. He wasn't even at. In fact, anywhere near.
That's what I thought.
He was.
Because we saw so many rank stripes and everything. There was just there was one person that could possibly have been him. All the other people that were at the time in the CLPD HQ were not the correct people.
So
now
he wasn't at PD, and your friend engaged us.
Yeah, again, that's I was trying to stop.
I understand that.
Earlier on,
that he had hit on
Dan and Geordie were threatening to kill McSlive.
In effect, blindly
so we found out where he was, and all of us like swarmed his
he obviously engaged
like where he was. But we couldn't get in his building. But we ended up getting shot from behind by Dan.
He wasn't even at the main HQ when this happened.
So then he ended up getting away.
Not trying to,
so we all got our shit together, went back to PD.
I
And then, whilst we were back at PD, they started shooting at us again from a hill.
So at least at the time I thought was the best I could do.
We managed to find out where they were. Sent two snipers up to try and locate him on another hill. They managed to find him and take him out.
It just turns out that I apparently didn't know Mr. Snow
so
as
just
well
killed
as I
the
thought
shit
I
to
did.
the people, basically.
Because this impatient, aggressive side of him I just have never seen before. At least not to this degree. Was quite surprising that he was willing to shoot at innocent or not relevant to this job of his targets, right? Which is something I did not expect or condone or tolerate. But eventually fire got returned. I suggested multiple times that we leave, which he said, no, we're going to finish this. We got the advantage, blah, blah, blah. So he kept shooting until he got shot, at which point I tried to obviously drag him to safety and get him the treatment that he needs, but then I was shot, which I also do understand.
So when you got revived, or when you got attended to by doctors at the hospital, why did you try and run?
Well, because that's my first instinct. That is just, if I have a shot of maybe running. Again, you know, like sitting here talking to you, that may sound like a stupid thing, but
it's like
right,
a hindsight thing. It's kind of like you didn't really think at the time, but it was the best option.
Well, I mean, it's not the first time I've done this, and it probably won't be the last. I'm going to be completely honest with you. You know, like when I get shot, or you know, when I lose consciousness for whatever reason, waking up in an environment that I don't remember being at, right? Like, apparently I was transported to a hospital. Like, I didn't recognize anyone, surrounded by officers, right? Pointing at me, screaming at me. My first instinct is to run. And getting tased is only fueling my will to actually keep running. So, there's no actual excuse for this. It's just the way it is, at least for me.
No worries. Okay. Well, what I'll do is I'm going to take a 5-minute or max of 5-minute chat here with Killaway, just sort everything out. While we do that,
of course.
Need any food or water again, just while we go.
I'm still good. Thank you.
Okay. Well, if you need anything, just give us
You
a
take
shout.
your time.
I'll only be just outside.
That's okay. Don't worry. I'll be here when you come back.
User left your channel.
Right, you boys. Who searched Dan's bag?
You're not on comms.
I know I'm not.
Oh.
I can hear you. Just let it. Well, the walls are really thin, you know.
What the?
Oh yeah. Rifle, 2 scopes.
Oh, there's an illegal rifle. A scope. Maybe
Rifle, 2 scopes.
we
The
were
chopper,
mixed up,
which also is in his name, had an explosive device in it.
I am.
Wait, what?
I'm on whisper, can you hear me?
Blackbeard's obviously not.
I'm on yelling now.
I was on regular talk.
I'm on whisper now.
Oh, you're really loud now.
What? Hello?
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 Yeah?
Killaway, when you get a chance to, Amir wants to talk to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Amir wants to touch
Fucking, how
you.
can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but I'm gonna pretend I can't.
Fuck off.
What?
Right, I'm on whisper.
Yeah, he can't hear you now.
Yeah, you're going quiet now.
Why the fuck's it working now? Well, okay, what kind of shit did he have on him? So he had some illegal items, did he?
Hold on, I'm looking at the screenshot now. I was doing the bag report. He had a M320.
Blackbeard must be yelling.
User
I'm
left
sure.
your channel.
Items, illegal rifle. I'm just working out the
No, I'm
charges
on
now.
normal talk.
I could hear you at that fence.
Now I'm yelling.
They're messed up, don't worry.
Now I'm whispering.
Yeah, they're messed up, just continue.
Okay. He had the rifle.
User joined your channel.
I'm just working out the charges now, don't worry about what exactly they were. We'll add them up at in a sec. Was it just illegal items and an illegal rifle? There wasn't anything else to stand out, and then there was obviously the explosive as well.
Correct, yep.
Right, okay, perfect. Okay, so let me sort this out. So
I've got 4 of them plus the explosives.
Killaway. Okay, come splat, went splat.
Oh, Killaway, come here real quick.
Did the 2 snipers shoot it?
Remember our conversation we were talking about doing with the confiscated items and doing the transport and all that kind of stuff?
Oh yeah.
Alright, so I have a transit van, PD transit van. I'm putting all that kind of stuff into that we're collecting, like that I'm collecting. And then if anybody has anything, like, okay, say somebody commits, somebody pleads guilty.
Yeah.
Obviously we're not giving them their illegal items back, so I've been collecting those also and sticking them in the van.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yep.
Did you get shot at when you went up the hill to catch them?
No, they were still down on the
perfect.
On the shed, so.
Right, okay, he's going to be charged with...
No, it was Blackbeard. But the thing is, too, is it's because Blackbeard flew
Killaway.
down behind the mountain.
That's fine.
Couldn't see us, so they couldn't see us. It was good.
Killaway, did you get shot by him?
I mean, no. I'm going to say no. I think so, but I'll...
One time the explosive... Was it one explosive? How many illegal items?
It was Blackbeard that took them all.
How many illegal items?
Wait.
No, I had the M24.
How many illegal items?
No.
I'm trying to get Dan's charges sorted out here. How many illegal items? One illegal rifle. How many illegal items were there in the bag?
4 altogether. 2 scopes. Excuse me.
2 scopes.
3. It's gonna be it's gonna be the rifle, 2 scopes, and a vest.
And any mags for the rifle?
4 of those.
Right. Okay. A scope. Okay. Well, 5 of those then. So the vest, the scope, and 3 mags or 4 mags. You said. 4 mags. Perfect.
Oh shit. Oh.
What? It's a fucking chem light, you tit. Right, okay, let's go clear this up then.
Alright, and Amir's back for you, Kitakoa.
He's going to max pen with a search.
Right.
What explosive did he have?
Satchel charge.
Oh god. He must be getting over 10 hours.
And I know where that one's at now, because I did not realize I still had that other one on me that I got out of the loot box, so that won't happen again.
What?
No, I actually didn't.
Explosive.
Oh, you on about?
Blue. Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, so, sorry about that. I forgot that damn thing was in there, and I had parked it and left. I had to leave quick, and that was that day we were having the issues with the, that I was having issues controlling things.
Yeah, just be careful in future, that's all. I mean, that's all I've been told to tell you. If you're doing any sort of training or whatever, just make sure you clean it all up afterwards.
Oh yeah, nothing has been left over from training. Amir has controlled all of those, so.
Yes.
How many hours is he about to get?
He must be getting over 10.
Fuck.
Yep. But yeah, I've been keeping everything. I think 6 has been keeping some stuff too.
Yeah, I keep all of the illegal items. I get hold of all the
yeah.
illegal, like,
I remember you said you were.
Really?
License, I just delete the
well,
license.
we're doing that for an opportunity for them to have a little fun with us later.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yep. So let me finish this bag report up and I'll be good to go. And then we got the helicopter too, so.
What can I do for you?
I actually am surprised as you are, as much surprised as you are.
Which one?
I have no idea. Well, the thing is, you know, everyone does say that. So when someone actually means it, they, you know, no one believes them, which is now the case. So I can't make you believe me.
What's he done?
Nothing, actually. I don't have a job. Yeah, I see, but again, I meant it when I said I had actually no idea that there is an explosive in my helicopter, or satchel charge as you called it. So there is no valid reason for there to be a satchel charge.
Right, I'll go and speak to him here.
Okay.
I'm heading back to PD now. Jon Snow is in.
Hello.
Copy.
Hello. Hello.
That's the one charge I do not
Yeah.
agree with.
Ah.
Give me a second, Killaway.
What?
Give me 1 second, I'm talking on phone.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
a sec.
no worries, sorry.
I do understand. Where I specifically made sure to tell him and make sure that he understood that there would, if at all, only be one target at maximum. At the time when he specifically stated via a public message that he would start picking officers and then
Striker.
fire, I did not help
You over at your car?
Now, I do understand why I'm being charged with it.
Well, I will
but
be in
I
about
still do
10
not
seconds.
necessarily agree with it or think that it's necessarily fair. Again, I do understand your point of view. I understand the, law point of view on this. And it's completely in your rights to charge me with 5 times attempted murder. Now, but on the other hand, I did not fire at the officers. That was John. I know, and that's, again, I am well aware. But as far as I know, it's like jail time-wise, it's not that big of a difference. It's, still, like, you gotta see it from my point of view, right? That obviously I'm not too happy about this, where there were apparently 5 officers or people in general shot at, may or may not actually been hurt or not, and me being charged with that because I did help out. Now, helping out is such a strong term because it was the thing. What I'm trying to get at is helping is a really strong term as to, like that's what you said, accessory to murders, because I did actively help out. Now, in my point of view, that is not necessarily the case. I did the conversation was basically, that person you do not shoot, that person you do not shoot, that you don't shoot, that. I did not give him the go for a single shot. I did not give him the range, I was present. I told him basically not to shoot at anyone, and right at the point where he started shooting, actually at officers, I told him to just drop it and leave. I not once supported the single shot that he fired. Again, I'm not fighting this. I'm trying to make you understand from my point of view that when you say that I help or that, my actions are counted as accessory.
Hey, Killaway still into you and Dan.
Maybe I didn't make myself clear enough when I explained it earlier, but again, my intent was to, okay, well, if his intentions are to actually shoot officers, or he only has this one target, then at least make sure that no one else is being hurt. So now you said that there were that a target, that Mr. McSlive wasn't even present. So from my point of view, not a single shot would have been fired. Not a single one, simply because the code of honor for an assassin, from what I've heard, is you are not supposed to take a shot unless you can verify your target. And throughout this whole thing, that was not the case, right? Like, he could not identify a single target. Making those threats was completely unsupported or tolerated, and hence, I understand why, but from my point of view, like, okay, you are charged with what I've done, you're charging me for accessory to attempted murder. Now let's say you arrest another guy who actively did, for example, actually actively spotted for someone, tell him, okay, shoot that person, he's right there and there. Like he will get the same charges and time as me, even though who the fuck is that guy with that fucking laser bullshit? Can you tell him to fuck off? Like, that's fucking annoying. Holy shit. God damn it. Officer Pickering, can you please tell him to fuck off?
Whoever's doing that, fuck off.
That light is dangerous, for the eyes. So that is what the supervisors of CLPD are doing in their free time. Oh, right, you're a supervisor too. My bad. I'm sorry. Okay. See, that is also a perfect example, right? You just, putting you all into the same category, right? That is the point I'm trying to make. That is the point I'm trying to make, is simply me being charged. Jesus Christ. I know. You've been really nice to me.
Ten for 2.
I also say there was no need for me to spot in any way, shape, or form because he had clear vision too. Basically, I was just there to keep him in check, right? Like, he didn't need me to tell him anything, right? Sorry? Well, playing around with her laser probably deserved that.
Is there anyone nearby to deal with that? I'm here. I'm checking it out.
I mean, I was going to, like, you don't necessarily have to, because I am going to plead guilty no matter what, simply due to the fact that I get why, right? And was not trying to talk my way out of it. I was just trying to make sure that you understand my point of view on this, right? Like, my train of thought in regards to this. Now, I appreciate you, reducing it to 3, but still, doesn't necessarily mean that I agree with the charges in general, then, still, right? Like, that doesn't necessarily change my opinion on this. Just so we are clear. Like, I don't want you to think, okay, you're lowering it, and then, I'm just gonna say, like, okay, cool, yeah, I did it. Right?
PDTMT?
Like, again, I appreciate it. Just,
PDTMT?
PDDMT.
Mir, are you on comms? Killaway.
Yep.
Are you still with Amir?
He's 10-10.
That would explain it.
I do plead guilty. I am.
Someone's shooting at us.
Would just need to hit the ATM real quick.
30 seconds.
Oh fuck.
Oh, I do.
And what I will also do is I will knock off detainment.
I appreciate that.
What the fuck?
Awesome.
I'll bring you to the CC.
You guys seem quite professional today.
Killaway always kills himself with cars.
I did not receive. Ah, there we go. $2,250.
And after you, sir.
All right, there's coke and heroin. This one is empty.
Sure you don't want the other one?
I'm fine. I'm trying to lay off the drugs.
That's probably for the best.
Mm-hmm.
More for the police force. There we are. So knocking the 45 minutes off should be down to an hour. That should be 60 minutes jail time.
Got it. Thank you.
Trying
All
to
right,
get in
then.
contact with the EMT guys. If you can hear me.
I should be good. Thank you.
Obviously, give us a shout if you do.
Will do. Appreciate it.
No worries. Take care.
Alright. Okay. Well, you possibly may not want to be standing out here, bud.
No, I don't.
From what I've seen, they're mainly upper officers. So.
What the fuck is going on out here? I hear someone groaning and being shot.
No.
Killaway's just being flattened by a EMT, it sounded like.
Not seeing anything out there.
Could be what? You're on whisper, so I can't hear a fucking word.
So that would be the same person who got shot.
Oh, Myers is now on a rampage.
Apparently. But he hasn't
Yeah.
fit in his gear or shit. Myers has gone rogue.
Killaway shot Myers for using the Predator mask. And then
Oh, is that what
ran
happened?
him over.
Oh.
Oh.
Maybe.
That could be.
That seems like a logical answer.
It does, yeah.
Fair enough. What have we done with the satchel charge?
Oh, you ran Killaway. Do what now?
What have we done with the satchel charge?
It is secured in my helicopter right now. What we're doing is we're securing all the illegal items that we are not returning for a future mission. So it's documented. I've got it in a bag report and going from there.
Be deposited into the items. Are you in the CLPD items company?
I am, but we'll probably end up using that for the EOD training rather than having to wait on me. Yeah.
If you can put it in there, so obviously if you have a vehicle and anything happens to your vehicle.
Oh yeah, I gotcha. Yep.
Because anyone could randomly drop into PD and air and away, and they've got a whole.
Yeah. Where the fuck is that DMT?
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Obviously, it's.
Yeah. I can't get hold of Amir, so.
Yep.
It's kind of what that's for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we need to get an EMT because we have 2 officers down and EMT is not responding, so auto EMT doesn't respond.
I've already put 1 defib on Myers. Should I put 1 on Killaway or negative? Oh shit, wrong button.
Yeah, a lot of the weapons and some of the other stuff have been saving in a transit van for a future mission.
PD to EMT, this is an emergency.
For example, if you need money to
What time do they get? An hour or something, or half hour?
Company or something.
You know? Well, because EMT's on. I think it's like 15 minutes. I think it's 15 minutes.
Yeah, but with the defib on top now, they've got a defib on them. So
yeah, so they should be okay.
Okay, yeah, this is something he's been
Killaway.
talking about doing where we like transport.
How much time you got?
Items to
15.
a vehicle to
I got 15 minutes.
And see if the civs, and then leak it out to them and see if they decide to attack.
Right. Okay.
Bro, you are the loudest sheriff in this friggin' island.
I know. Thank you.
Sing your songs.
Become too many things, because don't forget
Syphilis. How the fucking hell did I get this? Feels like pins and needles running through my piss. Oh, I believe in syphilis, leprosy. I'm not half the man I used to be. Bits and pieces falling off of me. Oh, I believe in leprosy.
You singing them sweet nothings,
Circumcision.
Silence you.
Now my penis has all-rounded vision. No more skin to hinder sperm emission. Oh, I believe in circumcision.
Well done, my friend. Well done indeed.
Thank you.
This way.
Oh, holy jeez, it's EMT. The legend exists.
Yeah. You see?
You're just reviving them.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
now Killaway's a bit bloody.
How much time you have, Killaway?
About 10 minutes.
Well, they, looks
Alright.
like they took it out.
18 even, I think.
What do you mean they do not need it right now? How does Killaway not need a breathalyzer?
I shoot you and I run you over. Want to play that game, Peter? What'd you just take from me?
Just produced a breathalyzer from behind your ear.
You seriously take my breathalyzer?
No. Just checking if any of you are drunk.
Not in here.
Where's the... Oh, Mr. McLean, you're most definitely out of it.
Oh, yes. Don't blow yourself up.
Shall I give the EMT something interesting to come back to?
Yes.
Might accidentally set the reception on fire.
Striker, come here. Let me tell you about some of the stuff we've been doing.
Nice.
Rip.
I thought the shooters were arrested. There's way too many officers dying now.
Oh, shit. PD,
The
TMT, need
fuck
fire
is going
trucks
on?
at main
Hey,
HQ.
fire station's on fire.
Yeah, I know. Fucking hell. Hospital.
Oh, I thought the
Oh, fuck's sake.
What the fuck is going on?
crotch of life would have fixed him.
All units be advised, EMT on hospital run, exiting PD. Clear the gate.
Another officer down. Yay.
Oh god.
I'm not questioning professionalism, but did he mean to do that?
It's just having a little fun there.
Yeah. Totally worth s'mores.
There's a what? Oh my god. Wow. Not listen, man. The Simmons didn't be named live with Lost.
I want to go and help them out with
PD to EMT requesting fire services at main HQ. Like yesterday. Bye. Is that you, Beyonce? Well, at first you did, and I got excited, but now that I know it's you, I'm not excited.
Give me love you long time.
Alright, so who shot me? Who shot me?
Don't know if I wasn't there.
Nor was I.
What, was it not a sieve?
I don't know.
Huh?
Oh my god, I'm lagging so bad. It's around the back too on the frickin'.
On up as well, who stole my money?
Ronnie, I would probably say.
Blackbeard, your helicopter okay up there?
I thought you shot off a sieve.
User left your channel.
From what
Someone
I
shot me
gathered.
for absolutely no reason. I was in the shop selling stuff. And I got shot.
104 to 500.
I'm pissed now. Fuck.
One oh four, 10, 2 seconds here. Just gotta throw a dog out.
Can't check the log.
Sorry?
Can't check the log.
Well, he can.
Might be worth asking him. Who was here?
I don't know, there are some officers back at the car there. At the car, I didn't see anything else. I was just in the shop. The rifle shop. I got shot.
I reckon it was him.
No, well I was 10-10, stood at front, and then I came back and everyone's running around with guns out. I was like, what's going on? C6 is like, oh, we've got an officer down. He's been shot. So, I don't know.
I reckon it'll strike out.
What?
It looks awfully shifty. No, I've not been on for a week or so, and then you randomly die. He's here.
Yeah, that's funny because that's the same thing my wife says. I'm like a tornado. Chaos always follows me.
Can only really be 2 people. Well, it can only be 2 people.
Yup.
So, and there's one of them.
Yeah. Oh crap! How long is it? Can we still get gunshot residue?
Maybe.
Has anybody seen my ride-along, Officer Blackbeard?
How the fuck did he just walk in here?
The gate is open and I'm a ride-along.
Oh my god.
Also, there's a lot of police bags. I put them behind the fence, but the gate is still open. Also, I'm still looking for my ride-along officer. I think he entered the building before it set on fire.
104 to 500.
Why is all the fucking gates and doors open and shit? Come on.
All units secure PD, lock all doors, close gates, and make sure it's secure.
Upstairs.
Where's Blackbeard's upstairs?
Yeah, he must have died upstairs in the fire. Is the fire out now?
There you go, he's upstairs somewhere.
Chloe, do you want half your cash back?
Yeah, I won't mind all of it back, thanks.
I've only got half of it. It's too heavy, I'll split it half with someone else.
We're coming. Elevator. We're coming, buddy. Did you get on the
Killaway, don't fucking...
Oh shit.
Oh, it's just gonna work.
Oh, you're right here.
Yeah, I'm stuck inside the elevator.
Now, what's the moral of the story, Killaway?
Don't walk around with half a million.
Walk around with $500,000 to a shootout.
There you go. He's right here. He's right here at the elevator door.
Twice.
I know.
You'd think you'd fucking learn, but it's... You know, it's like loose change for you.
We got you, man.
Someone said gonna fix it.
Be advised, 500 is gone to the hospital.
Do you know what happened, Killaway?
No.
I was inside the cell when it happened, but it was someone
Yeah, makes sense.
It was someone in PD. Because I heard the shot.
Oh, really? Well, it
So
can
I
only
thought
be
it was-
two people. Unless it was a cop. If it was a cop, then yeah.
Oh.
Because we've
If
got
it is,
we've
we
got
just need
Dan
to
in
work it
jail.
out, Because this was kind of well, it's not him. That's what
No,
obviously
no.
what we discussed in the meeting. Remember? Or similar. It was
We've
a bit
got
like
Dan
that.
in jail, Hammy in jail. Who's the other one?
Geordie's in jail.
Yeah.
I can't be fucking asked to fill this fucking thing in.
I know, yeah, I've got to do Geordie's.
It's alright. Dan didn't get that much jail time.
Didn't he? Why?
Hmm?
How did he manage that?
Why? Because he's a good
No, I'm fine. Everything, you know, fire didn't affect me at all.
Was on fire.
Can we keep an eye on the civilian that's running around here?
They just don't care.
User left your channel.
Is any? Oh.
Out the door.
Right.
Thank you.
Someone's gonna be in deep shit. Wasn't you that shot an officer, was it?
Does anybody know where that civilian is?
The entire time. I'm just a ride-along.
Yeah, he's right in the back. By us.
Yeah, it was someone in PD.
Okay, just keep an eye on him.
Right, so it has.
There's lots of police bags and gear laying around.
If it wasn't him, If it wasn't him, then it's the
It
other
wasn't
civilian.
me. I always had officers around me.
No, I'm saying if it wasn't you, it has to be either the other civilian or a cop. So someone needs to own up.
I wasn't even here. I was driving back from jail.
No, I was sat in that room. Myers was
User
clearly
left
right
your
next to me.
channel.
The shot was somewhere, like, right up close, because you could hear it. Unless I'm mistaken, it's clearly sounded like someone in PD, and I can go back and listen back to it.
I
User joined your channel.
would have to concur on that one. I was in the two-way glass room when it happened.
Kill away.
Yeah?
Come to me.
Darling, kiss me. Darling, kiss me.
Where are you?
Kill away.
Oh.
Jason?
He's in the cell burning.
Alright, I overheard that whole thing. When was Myers shot? How long ago?
Probably 5 minutes or so. Maybe a little bit longer.
A bit longer. About 10 minutes, I'd say.
Yeah.
10 minutes. Okay, let me just hang on.
It's upstairs at the.
But he's not happy.
Yeah, I can imagine if there was no roleplay or anything.